Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I know it's been a long time since I've been in front of the camera, or at least that's how it feels to me. I haven't made any videos really like in about a week, and nothing's dropped on this channel in about 3.5 days at the time of me showing this. So it's that's an eternity for me because really and truthfully, this is like boxing is my life, content creation is my life. But I needed that break after 90 days of boxing. And one thing I learned throughout the break is that I don't need any damn breaks. I enjoy this so much that I really shouldn't be taking that long of a break. So I'm gonna be pumping out a lot of content because that's what the situation calls for right now, and I miss quite a lot, and there's a lot to talk about in boxing. But let's get to it, man, because I know we're talking about 5 days now at the time he's shooting this since Ryan Garcia has shocked the world and beat Devin Haney. He fooled everybody. He fooled me. He fooled a lot of people who know about boxing. And I wanted to just say it like this. This is the first video I'll say on this, and I'm going to go live about this later on as well, and I'll have more videos about Ryan Garcia as well. But let me start off with this, because this is what I genuinely believe, In the time that I took this break, that I've just been chilling and reflecting and relaxing and figuring out what's next for True School Sports. I've been going to the gym. I've been out and about. Been watching the Panthers play. I went to like 2 playoff games. So I've been out in the world just seeing things, seeing people, hearing people talk, and I'm seeing people who aren't boxing fans, just normal day-to-day people that don't care about boxing, that aren't bound by this little space of the YouTube boxing community, and they're talking about this fight, and this fight has captivated the imaginations of many people out in the world. And so upon me seeing this, it dawned on me that Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney, not only was it a great win for his career, not only was it an upset, not only is he in the running for Fighter of the Year, but quite possibly, I think it just might be one of the most important wins in modern day boxing history. Now, that's a big statement. I know some of you guys may be saying, how the hell is Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney one of the most important wins in modern day boxing history? A lot of people thought Devin Haney was overrated, so they're gonna say, BT, Devin Haney was overrated. Devin Haney, he wasn't all that. He wasn't as great as they made him out to be, right? And they'll say, well, BT, how can you say that? Ryan Garcia is not even the champion. But I'm gonna tell you like this: it don't matter if it's gonna sound crazy because you can't say this for. There's literally almost no fighter in boxing you could say this for, but he's a little different. It doesn't matter for Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia, whether you love him or you hate him, he moves the needle. He's important. He's relevant. He's developed such a following and a presence with his social media, and he just knows how to, whether it's good or bad, get the attention of people, right? And so because he was able to get the attention with everything that he did during the build-up, he was able to really get people engaged in this fight in ways that other fighters couldn't get people engaged in their fights. And so when he won, because he wasn't expected to win, he was a big underdog. I believe he was like a plus, I'm going to say like 550 or 600 in Vegas. So when he actually wound up winning and doing what he said he would do, it really it flipped the boxing industry on its head. It shook up the whole around his weight classes, that whole crop of 135, 140. And I think for the first time, and I'm speaking for boxing in America, right? Because I can't speak for boxing in Asia. I'm not from Asia. I can't speak for boxing in Mexico or Canada or Europe or anywhere else but where I reside, which is the good old USA, the Stars and Stripes, the entertainment capital of the world. Boxing has struggled for such a long time in America, at least since I've been covering boxing on YouTube. And I've been here for a little bit of time. It's been almost going to be 9 years in September. Boxing has struggled to get a foothold in the mainstream. Like, ever since Floyd retired, boxing's been in such desperate search of that big crossover star. Now, let certain people tell you, they'll say it's Canelo Alvarez is that crossover star. He's not. He's just popular with boxing fans, casual, hardcore, in the Latino market. That's not a crossover star. A crossover star is someone that literally can move the needle to such a degree that everyone, regardless of culture, ethnicity, wherever they're from, whatever they may be in the USA, they know who that person is. Mike Tyson was a transcendent star. Floyd Mayweather, a transcendent star. Oscar De La Hoya, transcendent star. These guys move the needle to that degree. And I feel like Ryan Garcia is the first fighter in years in the USA to have that kind of cachet, that kind of ability, that magnetism to move the needle, right? So that's why beating Devin Haney was so important, because now he's not just the social media star. Now he's not just the guy that developed a good following on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. Now he has to be taken seriously. If you weren't taking him serious before, you have to take him seriously as not just a real fighter, but you have to look at Ryan Garcia as an elite, creme de la creme, top shelf fighter, because he beat, whether you like it or not, an elite, creme de la creme, top shelf fighter in Devin Haney. Devin Haney, undisputed champion. Devin Haney, one of the youngest in charge. Devin Haney, depending on who you talk to, was a pound-for-pound fighter, you know? And if not a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter, he was teetering above that 15 to 11 mark. You know, he was a very good top fighter. You can't deny that, no matter whether you like his style or you don't like his style. That's just the truth. So I'm happy for Ryan Garcia, honestly, because I said it before. I said it when I went to his media workout for Emmanuel Ortega out there in San Diego at the what was it called? I think it was called Bound Boxing Academy or something like that. I think that was the name of the gym. But when I went to his media workout and I seen this guy train up close for myself, and mind you, I've seen Shakur Stevenson spar. I've seen Devin Haney in the gym. I've seen Teofimo Lopez spar. So I've gotten a great look at, I've seen Tank train as well. I've gotten a good look at a lot of these guys up close in person myself. And it's different when you see things in person, right? I've said it a couple times in videos and in live. I've said Ryan Garcia is one of the most talented fighters I've ever seen in the gym. Now, of course, talent can only get you but so far in life. You got to have more than talent to succeed in a dog-eat-dog sport like boxing. You got to have determination. You got to have the mindset. You got to have, some balls. You got to have that intestinal fortitude to keep persevering even when you don't want to, such as life, right? Ryan Garcia, I believe, has now shown that he has those things. I think Ryan Garcia is in a beautiful position to get big fights. He's talked about going up to 147, which we can talk about, so he can fight the guys up there. To me, there's no balance to what this kid could accomplish in boxing, as far as his star power, and that's why I feel like I know the super peers will say, well, Ryan missed weight. Ryan didn't do this. He made a mockery of the sport. And to a degree, they're right. But, Floyd missed weight against Marquez. Daniel Jacobs came in overweight on purpose against Golovkin. Arturo Gatti came in way overweight against Joey Gamache. These things have happened before. So, let's stop acting like Ryan Garcia is the first guy to, do such a thing as he did against Devin Haney. The reality is, on weight or not on weight, very few people thought he was going to beat Devin Haney. Not only did he beat Devin Haney, he beat the brakes off Devin Haney. He looked exciting doing it. And like I said, because of these things, because of how, I swear, the other day I was in the gym, I was in the sauna. And I'm in the sauna just chilling, sweating my ass off, ready to get out. And I hear these kids, they look they're like 15, 16. They're talking about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, just as casual conversation. So this fight was so relevant that people are just talking about it in casual conversation. And for those of you who are not in the USA, generally speaking, that's just not how it is. Boxing is very low on the totem pole, mainstream-wise, here in America, because we got baseball, NFL, college sports like college basketball, college football, hockey. You got UFC. Boxing is maybe the 8th most popular sport in America. So when you start hearing, you don't really realize how big a fight is until you start hearing and seeing people talk about it that don't normally watch boxing. And I think that could only bode well for boxing. That could only bode well for the popularity of the sport. In this country, we need it. So I'm happy for it. And for that reason, I think it's actually more important than the title, right? Because Ryan can still be champion. He can still go win a belt. And I think he will at some point. More than a belt. More than any of that, Ryan Garcia has won credibility. He's won respect. And he's really, in a major way, shook up the whole boxing landscape and moved the needle in the USA for boxing like it hasn't been moved in quite some time. And for that alone, it is one of the most important wins in modern-day boxing history. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm going to be pumping out a lot of videos. Just to close the video, man, I haven't been here because you know, after the 90 days of boxing was done, and even after the Devin live, even if you guys watched the Devin live, I wasn't all the way right in that live because I guess I fell into a little bit of a depression because I didn't realize how much of a high I was on just going live every day. So when I stopped, I came off that high, and I'm starting to realize like I can't really take days off. Like this is it. Like creating this content is really like what moves the needle in my life, you know, in more ways than one. And it's very important to me that I do the best job possible. So, yeah, I've taken my time to reflect. I'm back, and we got a lot of content to make. So, anything I missed, guys, please. I know a lot of people are gonna ask about the Terrence Crawford card. I will be talking about that very soon. But anything that I've missed that you want to hear me talk about that I haven't talked about, I would encourage you to please, like in the comments, kind of let me know because my mind goes in a million different directions and sometimes I need your guys' help. So that's my take on Ryan Garcia as far as my initial thoughts on the fight and just processing everything and seeing the aftermath of it. There will be a live on this as well, so stay tuned for that. But this is my initial thoughts for now. So you know, got to keep the streets fed and keep the boxing community, you know, engaged with True School Sports. So this is it for now, but leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York, and for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.